you, period. They're scamming you or they finessing, period. They finesse the hell out you. Hey bosses, welcome back to my channel. My name is Candace Renee. In today's video, we are going to be talking about some of the things that your favorite girl bosses or favorite YouTube bosses or favorite business coaches have told you that have just been playing wrong and strong, or they just told you but didn't go in full detail with the information. So I've been seeing a lot of the same type of stuff that has been told by these girl bosses, these business coaches, and these are people with very big, huge platforms, like way bigger than mine. Tell people about, and it is just like, I just be looking at it like, you're literally giving the wrong advice. Or that's what I be saying in my head. So I want to make a video telling you guys what it is, to debunk some of these myths that some of these famous Instagram bosses, coaches, or anything have told you. Now, before we do start this video, I want you to understand that this is not in any way shade or tea against anybody. This is just stuff that I've seen constantly. This is not shade or tea against anybody. So don't be in the comments talking about, girl, who you talking about, girl, what's tea? There is no tea. This is just general things that I have seen that I want to tell my subscribers and give you guys the real deal information, okay? So this is not no tea, anything like that. For one of the things that I've been seeing the most is that people tell you that if you are not making any sales in your business, to run a sale once a month. So I've been seeing a lot of people say, oh, you're supposed to run a sale once a month. Oh, you're supposed to run a sale once a month. If you're not making any sales in your business, have a 50% off sale, have a 30% off sale. Everything must go. No. Let me tell you what's wrong with that information. Number one, if you have a sale once a month, every single month, your audience is going to catch on. You are not supposed to do frequent sales, even if it's once a month. Because the thing is, if people know you're doing a sale once a month, or they catch on that you do a sale once a month, they are literally not going to shop with you until that one day of the month that you're having that sale. And I don't know about you, sis, but I started a business to make money every day, not just one day out of the week, one day out of the month. You feel me? So people tell you just run sales, like once a month. People say if you are not getting any sales in your business, what you can do is to run a sale. Like, oh, if nothing's selling on your website, just put it 30% off, put it 50% off. That's not correct information either, because the thing about it is, if people are not buying your stuff at regular price, why in the hell would they buy it on sale? It is not the product or the price that's the problem. If your product is not selling, it is because either you are not marketing correctly, you are not branding it correctly, your customers do not trust what you're doing or what you're selling. They need to see more of it. They need to see it in action. They need to see the benefits of it. They need to see behind the scenes. They need to trust you more. They need to see somebody in it. There is multiple reasons why you may not be making sales in your business. But just running a sale to try to get some sales is not the answer at all. That's not the answer at all. And plus it makes you look desperate for people's money on top of that. You know what I'm saying? It just makes it seem like, oh, she just want to get this shit gone. You know what I'm saying? She got all this inventory. I thought she just want this shit gone. That's literally what they're thinking, and that's not how it's supposed to go. So no, do not run a sale every day, and do not run a sale if you're not making any sales. The only time, in my opinion, that you need to run a sale in your business is if it is a holiday or a special occasion. So holidays, cool. Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, cool. Your birthday, cool. Your 1-year anniversary of your business, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like if something's popular is going on right now and you want to put a quick little discount code while everything's popping or something like that, cool. But just running a sale randomly every month is for what? What is the reason behind the sale? What's the reason behind the sale? If there's no reason behind the sale, it just seems like, I mean, to be honest, it just seems like you're just being desperate for sales, honestly. Number 2, people tell you that you are supposed to go through LegalZoom to get your legal paperwork done. No. let me tell you what's wrong with LegalZoom. And I mean, LegalZoom, get your coin. You know, do what you do, LegalZoom. But my thing is, it is cheaper to just go through the government. It's cheaper to go through the government. I'm gonna give you some good advice. If you don't take nothing from this video, I'm gonna give you some good advice. You should not be paying for an EIN number. An EIN number is free. Free 99. If anybody makes you pay money to get an EIN number, they're scamming you, period. They're scamming you or they finessing. Period. They finesse the hell out you, because an EIN number is free on the IRS website. There is no reason why you should be paying for an EIN number. It is free. It is completely free. Now, an LLC, it varies from state to state. In the state of Georgia, I live in Georgia, it's $100. I think in Texas it's $300. I think in Alabama it's $200 or $300. I don't know. Don't quote me on those other state prices, because I only know Georgia, but it varies from state to state. But I would just personally just go through the government to get my stuff, because you know for a fact if you go through the government, you know your stuff is going to be registered through the government. I'd rather just go straight to the government, straight to the big boss himself, and get my paperwork done. I don't want to go through any third parties or anything like that. To me, personally, I don't know about y'all, but to me, I don't feel comfortable going through a third party to get any type of legal things done or spend any money. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just go to the government, and it's much cheaper because LegalZoom be taxing. It be taxing. I mean, if you went through LegalZoom and you didn't have no issues, then that's cool. But to me, I just feel like just go through the government websites and just go through the government so they know what's popping already. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's just me. And the second part about LLCs that people say all the time is that, oh, before you start your business, you need to get an EIN number, you get an LLC, you need to get trademarks, you need to do this, you need to do that. No, you don't. You don't. You do not need to get an LLC when you first start your business. And let me tell you why. Number one, you do not know if this is the business you want to do. Yes, you started this business. Yes, you pumped and excited. Yes, I got a business idea. I got a logo. I got a website. I got inventory. I'm about to. No. Because once you start this business, you may realize this shit is too hard. It's too hard. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, which the majority of people do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you don't want to go spend all this money getting an LLC and getting this business trademark and getting this business registered, and you don't even know if this is really what you want to do. You don't know if people really need you. You don't know if it's going to make you money for real. You just don't know. You don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? So before you go putting it in black and white, you need to see if it's really something that you really want to do. And then on top of that, you want to make sure that it's the name that you want, because once you LLC a name, that's it. That's it. I mean, you can, from what I've been told, I don't really know too much about this, you can go and change your name on an LLC, because I tried to change, like, my business is Renee Digitals and Branding, but when I LLC'd and registered my business, I just did Renee Digitals, and I wanted to add the and branding part to my paperwork, to my legal paperwork. But when I looked it up on how I can go through the process, it told me, I don't know if this is true, it told me I needed to get a lawyer to go through and change the name of my LLC. And I was like, oh hell no, that's too much. So I just was like, I'm just gonna rock with the name, and when it's time for me to go get trademarked, I will go rock with that name. You know what I'm saying? But you want to make sure that everything is how it is before you go and register your business and do all this other stuff. You don't need a business bank account right away either. That's another thing. You don't have to have a business bank account right away either, but you do need to put your money in a separate bank account. That is true, because I hear a lot of people say that, and that is definitely true. When I first started my business, I put all of my money in one bank account, and that was literally the worst idea I ever did in my life. Now I have like 5 different bank accounts with all different types of stuff in it that goes in all different types of ways. But you want to have a separate bank account, so you can open a separate checking account and use that and operate your business as a sole proprietor. People always be so sleep on sole proprietors. Oh, a sole proprietor is bad. Ooh, which is the next thing. People always say sole proprietor is bad. Sole proprietor is bad. Sole proprietor is not bad. All sole proprietor is that you're doing things under your social security number. That's it. You're, instead of doing something under the business social, you're doing it under your social. Instead of doing stuff under your business name, you're doing it under your name. That is literally the only difference between an LLC and a sole proprietor. If you are a sole proprietor, it is okay. Like, stop having the internet rush you to thinking you need to go get an LLC. Because to be honest with you, and this is another thing that people do not really stress, an LLC does not mean that you own that business anyway. So what's the whole rush? All it is tax purposes. There's no rush. Go get an LLC when you feel like your business is making money, and you feel like your business, and you feel like this is the business that you really want to do. This is the business that you really want to start. This is the business that you know you in for the long run. Do not go get an LLC just to screenshot it and put it on Instagram and say, look, I got an LLC, I'm a boss. Because that don't make you a boss. I mean, getting an LLC is exciting, of course, but it don't make you a boss, because you could get a whole LLC for a business and that business don't make shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's no point of going to rush to get an LLC. What you need to focus on is your branding, your marketing, how you going to get your customers, clients, how you going to sell this inventory, how you going to market it to people. I already said marketing. I said marketing twice. How you going to take these product pictures, how you going to do this, how you going to do that, how you going to ship, how you going to do that. It's so much other stuff that you need to worry about in your business and the operations of your business before you go worry about an LLC. You can operate as a sole proprietor for a little minute, and then you can bump up to an LLC. Now, another thing about a business bank account. Now, this is another thing. A lot of these business bosses, business coaches, gurus, and all this stuff like that do not talk about business bank accounts. So let me tell you guys about a business bank account, because I've officially had my business bank account for over a year. So now I can really talk about it. So let's talk about business bank accounts in this hole. Okay, the business bank account, I think I made a video about business bank accounts when I opened mine like last year, I think. But let me say about a business bank account. So basically what a business bank account is that it is a bank account that is under your business name. So when you walk in the bank, you do not give them your social, and you do not give them your first and last name. You give them your business name, and you give them your EIN number. When I walk in Regions, because my business bank account is in Regions. When I walk in Regions, I am not Candace Barker. I am Renee Digital's LLC, and I am my EIN number. I am not Candace Barker. If I go to Regions and I go up to the teller, I'm going to the Regions and I go up to the teller and they say, what's your first and last name? And I say Candace Barker, and they be like, what's your social? Give them my personal social, and then they be like, we can't find you. And you know why they can't find me? Because when I go to the bank, I'm not Candace Barker. I am Renee Digital's LLC, and I am XYZ EIN number. So I have to give them that when I go to the bank. So the way that you can get it like that is if you are an LLC. So you have to have an LLC and you have to have an EIN number in order to get a business bank account registered under your business name and not your name. Because that's the difference between a sole proprietor and LLC. So it's going to be under your business name. So everything is under Renee Digital's business name, right? So you can go to any bank and open a business bank account. I use the Regions because I was recommended by a few other people who have business accounts that Regions was really good. I've had Regions for about a year, haven't had any issues with them whatsoever. But it's completely up to you. Do your research. Now, when you do your research about a business bank account that people do not tell you when you have your LLC and all that stuff like that, business bank accounts are not free. they will tax you, they will charge you every single month for a business bank account. If and only if you have to choose this plan. So banks usually have two types of plans for business bank accounts. You either have to keep a certain amount of money in your business bank account every month, or you either have to spend a certain amount of money out of your business account every month, or they're going to charge you a fee. So for example, I don't mind telling you guys this, for regions, for my business bank account, for the plan that I chose, I have to keep at least $200 in my business bank account every month, or they're going to charge me a $25 fee. So it varies from different banks, and it varies from different plans. So I know like some banks, they require you, like, it depends on how much money that you're bringing in a month. So at the time I had just started my business, so I wasn't bringing in big money. So I chose like the smallest plan they had, because I'm like, I can make $200 in a week and put it in there. You know what I'm saying? So I chose the smallest plan that they had. But if you make more money, you're going to be required to pay more money, keep more money in there, and all this stuff. The more money you make, the higher the charges and all of the shit goes up. You feel me? So it really just depends on the plan that you choose. I chose the plan to keep money because I didn't want to spend a certain amount of money every month. That's just me, but it completely varies up to you how you want to do it. Every bank has a different plan. I know with PNC, I don't know if they still do this. PNC gives you the first 3 months free of your business bank account. Don't quote me. I don't know if they still do it. You can definitely go check. But when I was looking into PNC, that is what I was told. I don't know if that was a special, if that's something that they do. You can go look at that and see. But that's what a business bank account. I feel like nobody really talks about business bank accounts. And with a business bank account, with any, I know 2-3 banks told me this, so I'm pretty sure it might be with every bank, you have to have $100. I know with a checking account, you have to deposit maybe $25 or $50 to start, but with a business bank account, you have to put $100 in there to start. So that's another thing. So I know I just went in on LLCs and business bank accounts, but I just feel like that's just something people just don't tell you. So I just gave y'all the tea, the gems. Another thing that that is a myth is that you have to post every single day in your business. That is true and false at the same time. And let me tell you, people tell you, a lot of these business coaches and things like that, they tell you that you need to post every day. You need to have something on your page every single day, or you're just gonna lose out and nobody's gonna remember you, nobody's gonna buy from you. Completely false. Because I went on vacation, and you guys can see my video, my previous video, where I talked about making sales on vacation. I went on vacation, didn't post on my business page for 4 or 5 days, just took me a mental break, and I still was getting orders, and I was still getting inquiries for graphic projects. And let me tell you why that is, okay? Because number one, my content was already bombed from the jump. My content was already bombed from the jump. I was running ads. I'm not going to go into deep detail because I already have a video on this, but you do not have to post every single day. You don't have to post every single day, because a lot of times people post every single day, and I know people always say you have to post 3 times a day. You have to post 3 times a day. You have to post 3 times a day. Yes, you do have to post, but you don't have to post 3 times a day, because a lot of people think they have to post 3 times a day to stay relevant. But a lot of times people post 3 times a day and their posts don't mean shit. When you post content on Instagram, it's supposed to be content that is supposed to convert. You're posting quotes and memes that don't got shit to do with shit, but you just posting because your favorite business guru or favorite girl boss told you you got to post 3 times a day in order to get sales in your business. And that's not it. You could post 3 times a day and it could be meaningless and it don't mean shit, and people just like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? When you are posting, you need to be posting with a purpose. So even if you post one day but it is a strong content post, then that's all you need. You know what I'm saying? You can post 8 times a day and it don't mean shit. You could post 1 time a day and it gets that strong content that just resonates. So you do not have to post 3 times a day. Now, I do recommend showing up for your business, and you don't have to show up in your business as a post. You can show up get on live. You can do a live. You can do an IGTV video. You can do a story, just talking to your audience like that. That's what you can do. You know, you don't have to post 3 times a day to stay relevant, especially if you're not posting anything that's relevant to your business that's going to be helping you. Or not helping you, but helping your customers. So when you post with a purpose. Everything should be posted with a purpose. Before you post this, ask yourself, how is this helping my customers? How is this benefiting my customers? Will my customers learn something from this? Is this meaningful content for my business? If it don't answer none of them damn questions and all that is no, don't post it, because it's useless. It's useless. It's useless. Like, if you gonna show up for your audience every single day, make sure you show up and show the fuck out. Don't just show up just to show up. Say like, hey, it's me. Like, no. Show up and show out. Show up and show out. Another thing that people tell you, people just tell you is quit your job. 9 to 5s ain't this. Da-da-da. Let me tell y'all something about that, because child, that needs to be a whole separate video. But I'm going to just touch on this topic a little bit. Y'all, listen, if you work a 9 to 5, it is okay. I worked a 9 to 5. Let me tell you, if you guys don't know my story, I made over $60,000 in the hair industry, and I still went to go get a job. And you know why I still went to go get a job? Because I was bored. I was bored at home, and I wanted to make extra money. Even though my hair business was booming, I was bored. And I was like, I want to go get extra money. And at the time, I didn't have a mindset of, oh, I'm finna start this business. I didn't have a mindset. I was like, what? Like maybe 19, 20 years old. I was not thinking about starting multiple businesses, getting into real estate, and none of that bullshit. I was trying to party. You need to quit your job. Your 9 to 5 isn't this. If you work a 9 to 5, it is okay. Like, everybody's not meant to start a business, or everybody's not meant to quit their 9 to 5. But if you want to be an entrepreneur and you work at your 9 to 5, do not quit your 9 to 5 until you are comfortable. When I quit my job, I knew I had enough money saved up from my business to make sure that all of my bills were straight, to make sure that my rent is paid for the rest of my lease, and then even when I moved to a new apartment, even paid for the first few months of that lease. I want to make sure that I could eat, make sure that everything was good, you know what I'm saying, before I quit my job, and make sure that I had some type of consistent money coming in before I quit my job. You know what I'm saying? My business was doing well, my YouTube was paying me, and I was just doing well, and I was just getting into real estate wholesale. So I was good to quit my job. But don't let people make you feel like you need to quit your job before you're ready to focus on your business. If your business is not making enough money to pay your rent and to keep you afloat, don't quit. Because you're going to be struggling, you're going to be stressed the hell out, and you're going to be stressed, and you're not going to be worried about no damn business, because you're going to be worried about that damn eviction notice you just got, or the repo man outside taking your car, your damn lights is off. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be worried about a business then, because you're going to be broke, and it's going to be all types of shit going on. Now, you can take a leap of faith, but that's only on you. If you feel comfortable, if you know that if you quit your job and jump off the porch, you ready. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the internet rush you to thinking that you need to quit your job. You are okay working your 9 to 5 and building your business. When I was working my 9 to 5, I was building up Renee Digitals to the point where I feel like Renee Digitals and YouTube could stand on their own. You know what I'm saying? Or I had enough money to where I could stand on my own. So don't let these business gurus tell you that you need to quit your job to focus on your business. No. You have to be disciplined, and it's hard. Trust me. I worked a full-time job, got off, filmed YouTube videos, and did graphic projects, and made content. Like, if you guys been watching my YouTube videos, I literally did a video, in one of my videos, I said that I literally would stay up until 5 o'clock in the morning. I would get off of work at 9 o'clock at night, and from 9 o'clock at night to 5 a.m. I'm working on my business, filming YouTube videos, all types of shit, and then turn around and go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning and do the process all over again. And I did that for almost 2 years of my life. So trust and believe. It's hard, but you have to be disciplined if it's really something that you want. If you know that you don't want to be at this job, you have to be disciplined. But don't just quit because you tired. Because think about it, sis. You're going to be tired sleeping on the street if you quit your job and your business is not paying you. And I know some people say, oh, your business isn't going to reach that height until you quit your job. That's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Your business can still reach those numbers and you can still work your job. Now, when you feel like your job, or you feel like your business is paying you more than your job, or you feel like that you can't take the amount of clients that want to work with you because you are working your job, then you can quit. Or if you feel like you can't fulfill so many orders because you're working at your job and you don't have time to go to the post office and all that stuff like that, then you can quit. But don't just quit willy-nilly without making sure you got stuff lined up. You know what I'm saying? So that is just a few myths from these business gurus that I just wanted to debunk. Like I said, you guys, don't listen to the hype. Don't listen to Instagram. Don't feed into the Instagram hype. Make sure to do your research. Don't just go off of what people say. Make sure to do your research. Watch YouTube videos. Read about it. Call the banks. Just do your research before you listen to people online that may or may not be really doing this in real life, because you know Instagram is not real life. So make sure that you're listening to people who have really been there in real life, like maybe a parent or something, or do your research. So yeah, that is it. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, comment below if you love this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.